Oh, we're back on a Hertz Day, the WIP afternoon show. With Ike Spike and the champion Fritz, or at least the back on the right track Fritz. Ike, how you feeling, brother?
There we go.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty good today, brother Spike. I mean, listen, we are on the winning side of things.
Oh, yeah.
Feels good to be on this side.
Where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks to our brother Jackie Baseball. We'll get to him in a second. But we were off the air yesterday before the Phillies were able to salvage a win out there in San Francisco. The Bats woke up yesterday. Bryce Harper woke up yesterday. I'm feeling good, brother Spike. Jackie Baseball, you still on cloud nine? Holla at your boy.
Feeling good. Definitely feeling better this week than I did last week.
Yeah,
and I think for this show, we needed to restore order.
Yep.
And I was just taking my walk around Westchester, a lot of horns honking.
There you go.
Good job yesterday.
There you go.
And there's only one message. Order was restored.
Yeah.
Order was
Like it.
restored.
Yeah. The job is not finished.
Not even close.
Job's not done.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. We're not going to take 2 weeks celebrating like a different show did.
No, we're head down on to the next one.
Yeah. We're
We're also 1 day from vacation.
Yes. And in fairness, we might do a little celebrating today. So
we got to.
Have a few things to
Yes.
say about the folks in the morning later on. By the way, if you would like to call about that, since we were only on for like 45 minutes yesterday, 215-592-9494 as Jack Fritz evens the score. So we are a couple weeks away from the Major League Baseball trade deadline, and we have been trained over the last couple years to expect a dud. A couple years ago, a dud from the Phillies. Last year, with Austin Hayes and Carlos Estevez, kind of like a dud as well, even though Estevez was having a good year. But this per Matt Gelb at The Athletic today. This July, the Phillies find themselves in a familiar spot. They need bullpen help again. They could use another right-handed bat again. They have used mid-tier prospects to patch holes in previous deadlines, but they have taken a different tone this time. According to officials from rival clubs who have spoken to the Phillies as the trade landscape crystallizes, the Phillies, for now, sound more willing to trade bigger prospect chips for controllable major leaguers, especially a shutdown late-inning reliever. And to that I say, go ahead and do it. Now, we would all like everything, right? We would love a right-handed bat, and we would love a reliever. We'd all love all those things. But I am all in on them using top-level prospects for a shutdown late-inning guy. I think about the playoffs, and I think to myself about the playoffs. I can imagine how they lose a game with the offense. I think we can all imagine that.
Yeah, but we've seen it.
But I can imagine Zach Wheeler going 7 innings of one-run ball, and because we only have one reliable reliever, it blows up in the 8th or the 9th. So if I'm going anywhere, first of all, I love the attitude that they're willing to trade high-level prospects. To get something, you got to give something, and that's how it works. And I am all in on them doing it for a reliever, Ike. All in. If I have to choose, that's where I'm going. I want them to go all in on a reliever.
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing. If you're going to give up one of these top prospects, then I need something that returns more than a year-to-year reliever. We know how relievers can be. You can be good one year, and you may not be as good the following year. Have the Phillies ever had a guy that they chose to have as their direct closer? The guy who's going to know.
Well, just the guy, what's his name? A few years ago, right?
Well, Kimbrel?
Kimbrel, yeah.
Kimbrel got it there for
that
the first
worked out.
time.
Yeah, right. It didn't work out.
How'd that work out?
It didn't really stay there.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a guy since Babelbon.
Yes.
Your guy.
Yes. So my only point in saying that is, if I'm going to give up top-level prospects for a guy, then I want an everyday player, right? You talk about you can envision the team blowing a game in the postseason because of this bullpen. No, I can envision us losing a game 2-1, 3-1 because we didn't score enough runs in the postseason. As a matter of fact, that's more likely to happen than blowing a game, which they haven't done very often. And here's another reason why. Listen, I don't know what Rangers are going to be the second half of the year. Nola still has to come back. They still have an opportunity where they can mix and match some guys for the bullpen. They have no options as far as producing runs. They have no options on the team other you got to go out and get somebody. They can manipulate their starting rotation with these guys. Ranger has come out of the bullpen. If you want to put Painter in the bullpen, you could do that. You know, this idea that he's a starting pitcher and that's what he's been groomed to be. Yeah, that all sounded great 2 months ago when we didn't have as much information on Andrew Painter. Now we may just need that arm that gets up to 97, 98, 99 miles per hour. We may need him for an inning or two to get us through this postseason. And come on, man. A bat in the lineup does so much more for you. It just does. You know, you get a closer. I don't know how much that boosts the morale of everybody, but you get somebody that you feel like you got a chance to drive in runs, come up with big hits. Hopefully he's in his 27 to 30-year-old range. We're going to have him for a couple of years, and that guy's going to be here for the future. That gets your juices going. That'll get the fan base excited. That's what I'm looking for, Jackie Baseball. I'm not going to say Mike Trout. I'm just saying, though, that type of acquisition is what I'm talking about.
All right. We can't trade for 2017 Mike Trout. We were aware of this, right?
2 home runs last night.
Yeah, great. 215.
What do you mean great?
Hold on. 215